What's going on YouTube? This is CC Carney with another pickup video. I actually already taped this once, but my batteries died in the middle of the video. So I'm going to do it again. How exciting. Anyways, I got some cool stuff. If you watched my last video, you know that I bought a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance SP with a bunch of cool stuff off of Craigslist. And I mentioned that he also had a Dreamcast lot that he wanted to sell me. And I picked that up, so I'm going to show it to you. And first thing we have is the system itself. It's the black Sega Sports Sega Dreamcast. And I'm really excited to get. I like the black better than the white. I'm weird like that. I don't like the logo on there as much, but I don't know. I think black looks better. And yeah, I'm really happy to get it. $60, including all this other stuff that I will show you. It came with, of course, the black Sega Sports controller. It has 2 VMUs in it. An extra second controller, it's a white one. Again, 2 VMUs in it. We got 2 extra VMUs for a total of 6 VMUs. And the last Dreamcast slot I got, which I also got off Craigslist, had 5. So I now have 11 VMUs. It's a lot of memory. Anyways, yeah, so 6 VMUs. And this is an extender for a controller, which is cool. I think I'll be able to reach my couch. Convenient. Yeah, it's an extender. And a bunch of games, which I'll have to unbury because I've already gone through all this. Hold on a second. Alright. Let's go through the Dreamcast games first. Right, Dreamcast games. Came with a lot. We got Evil Dead, Hail to the King. We have Choo Choo Rocket, which is not in its original case. It's some random other case. But, so it's just the game itself. But, hey, Choo Choo Rocket. We have Super Runabout in a Sonic Adventure case. Interesting. We've got Chronicles of Pern Dragon Riders. No instructions. Time Stalkers, complete. Zombie Revenge, complete. Plasma Sword, Nightmare of Bilstein, complete. Disc only of Phantasy Star Online. A completely random Dreamcast magazine demo disc. This is interesting, I guess. For the longest time, I just learned the other day that there was a Dreamcast magazine. I knew there was a PlayStation magazine. In fact, I had a subscription to it for a couple of years. Back when the PS2 first came out. I had no idea there was an official Sega Dreamcast magazine. Learned something new. Looks like it was pretty similar. They included demo discs, just like the PlayStation magazine did. This one's interesting. We have a Sonic Adventure, but it's the Japanese Sonic Adventure. Which you can see in the back. Maybe you can see Japanese letters there. And on the side it says, "For Japan only." Not sure what I'm going to do with that. I just threw it over to the other side of the room. Didn't hit the ground, didn't break. That's good. But, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Japanese Sonic Adventure. Maybe I'll hold on to it just for novelty's sake. Maybe for some reason it's worth a lot of money. I don't know. We also got King of Fighters Evolution, complete. Atari Anniversary Edition, complete. And Grandia 2, missing the soundtrack. But that's okay, I'm only interested in the game. And then he threw in a couple other games for different systems. He threw in Tomb Raider for the Sega Saturn, and Metroid Prime 2 Echoes for GameCube, which I already have. It's complete. Complete, nice. I'll probably just sell this because I already had it. And that was it. Yeah, he threw, that was all that for $60, which is a really good deal. try to run through this quickly. But I also stopped at some thrift stores and got some pretty good deals. The first place I stopped at, I have to recover where I'm at here. Yes, okay. The first thing I found was Tenchu Stealth Assassins for PS1. And there were some new PS1 and PS2 games. They didn't look that great, may have already been picked through. This was the only one I found that was interesting. It doesn't even have the original case. You can tell by this white strip here. And I actually dropped it and shattered the door. It's actually like broken off of here. I dropped it in the store. Shattered the case. But it does have the art, the back, I don't know what you want to call it. Is it art? I don't know. The back part of the case, like the whole thing is there. It looks like the case was broken before and somebody had already replaced it once. And I'm going to replace it again with a clear one here, so it looks more like a real PS1 case. Yeah, so yeah, I got this, and then I was suspicious because I'm like, wow, that's a lot of PS1 and PS2 games that are new, and that place doesn't always get new stuff. So I looked around and I found a PS1, the system, the original one, the big PlayStation original one, and they wanted $8, and it came with 2 controllers, and that's not a bad deal. I passed on it because they don't sell well, and I already have a big one and the PS1, the small one. So I didn't need it. So I left it there. But I did find next to it a PS2 controller for $3, which I did pick up. And I got curious. I was like, well, I got a PS1 here and a PS2 controller. Where's the system? And I found it. It was up front in the glass case. And here it is. Right here, and it came with the network adapter, which is pretty awesome. Those are pretty highly sought after. I think people mod them with it. I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff, but yeah, so this is pretty cool. And I figured, I saw it in the case, didn't know how much it was, couldn't see the sticker, and I figured, you know, usually they go for like $25, so if it's $30 or less, I'll pick it up, because they probably sell for double that at least. And I asked the lady to pull it out of the case, and she said it was $16. It was $15.99. So I'm like, yes, I will take that $16.99. Or sorry, $15.99. That's a great deal. There you have it. I haven't looked inside to see if there's a game. I'll do that before I post this video, and I'll let you know. I don't know why I didn't do it before I started doing this video, but whatever. Anyways, so I picked up that. And that's pretty cool. And then I stopped off at another thrift store, and I screwed things up. That's alright, I'll get to something at the end. Should have done it earlier, but that's okay. Anyways, I stopped at another thrift store, and picked up a few things. First 2 things I got were Destroy All Humans 2 for the PS2. It says $2.99, but I have 30% off card complete, so I got all this for 30% off. So yes, Destroy All Humans 2. This is just disc only in a bag, which is really strange. I've never seen that before. But Resident Evil Outbreak for the PS2. And then somebody turned in their Dreamcast collection. So I was really happy to find some of these games. No system. I don't know if there was a system at one point, but there wasn't when I got there. But I got Crazy Taxi. I got Slave Zero, NFL Blitz 2001, and last but certainly not least, Sonic Adventure 2, which is a pretty valuable game. It says $4 on there, 30% off of that, so probably about $3-ish, around there. So yeah, that's a really good deal for Sonic Adventure 2. I already have it, so I'm probably going to sell it, but that means that pretty much all the stuff I got here, this Dreamcast stuff and the 2 PS2 games I got for basically no cost to me. So I can't complain. Oh, and then the last thing I got, which didn't have a price on it, and I really wanted it. Went to the front, manager was called over. The manager was an old lady, she knew nothing about video game stuff, and she told me that she'd put a price on it of $7.99, and with 30% off, I don't feel like doing math right now, whatever that comes to. I was like, yeah, definitely, I'm definitely going to pick that up, and what I got was this arcade stick for the Dreamcast. It's the third-party Top Max version. It's purple. I wish it wasn't purple. It's a weird color, but it's pretty cool. I'm a big Power Stone fan, so I think this will be an advantage while playing Power Stone. And I knew it was pretty valuable, most likely. Arcade stick for a Dreamcast, and I looked it up and it goes for about $40. So I got it for like $6-ish or whatever it comes out to be. That's a really good deal. I'm really excited to get this. The last thing that I was supposed to mention before, the Craigslist ad. I got all the Dreamcast stuff from, and while I was there, he had another box full of handheld games, DS and PSP. I don't have a PSP. There were some good games there, and I probably could have made some money off of it, but I didn't really want to take advantage of him too much. He was already offering me a great deal. Could I have gotten all of them for pretty cheap? Probably. I don't know. We'll let somebody else get a good deal on the PSP stuff, because I don't have a PSP. But I did grab his DS games. He had 5 sitting there. I originally asked what he wanted for 2. He said $5 for both. So I'm like, look, I'll take all 5 and give you 20, which is more than he was asking. Not normally something you do, but he was a really nice guy, and he was already giving me a great deal on the GameCube stuff, the Game Boy Advance, the Dreamcast stuff. Certainly I can cut him a deal here, and it's still a good deal for me too. And I'll show you. There's 5 games here. We have, these are all complete: Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass, Metroid Prime Hunters, Bleach: Dark Souls, Bleach: The Blade of Fate, and Final Fantasy Tactics A2, Grimoire of the Rift. Grimoire. I struggle to say that. At any rate, yeah, so I got all 5 of these for $20. And like I said, even though that's more than what he asked for, that's still a really good deal. This goes for like $40 or $50 for these 5 games. And they look like fun games. Like, he has a really good taste for video games. Even his PSP games, I saw a lot of RPGs in there. He obviously loves RPGs, and that's great. Like, who doesn't love RPGs? And like, even when he doesn't, he's got Phantom Hourglass and things like that. And yeah, so he obviously has a really good taste for video games, and I'm glad I could get some of the stuff off of him. I almost bought over half of his collection for like $140. Yeah, I mean, that's a great deal. Yeah, that's all I got. So, happy to pick up all this stuff. I figured I'd get a video midweek. I normally wait till the end, but I found some really cool stuff, and I thought maybe if I waited, I'd end up with way too much stuff to do a video on. So I got a midweek video. I'll probably have more stuff this weekend. Definitely going to garage sales on Saturday. Weather's supposed to be good. A lot of Craigslist ads out there. So hopefully I find some cool stuff. You'll definitely be the first to know about it. So until then, see ya.